Today we're going to learn how to make my grandmother, who's Italian, so like my fake pretend grandmother's Babaghanoush with an eggplant. I say fake because it's not an Italian dish. Although a lot of Italians use eggplant, this dish today is going to be a Middle Eastern one. So that's my pretend grandma. What we're going to do is we're going to use eggplant, tahini, which is kind of like sesame paste, fresh organic garlic, fresh lemon, salt and pepper, the best olive oil, lemon juice, and a little bit of water to taste. Simple, easy, everybody can do it. Now here's a little tip. I'd say when you're shopping for an eggplant, there's male and female. We want the male because the female's got a lot of seeds. And how do you tell? There's an indentation right here. So the indentation means we've got a female. If you don't see that and it's smooth and rounded, then you've got the male. There aren't a lot of males around. While I introduce the shots, what you should remember when you're filming your own video is that you want to have a variety of shots. So you would open probably with a nice long shot that establishes where you are, whose kitchen you're in. Right now, we're looking at a close-up of the eggplant, our main. My camera person is going to pick up the camera now and demonstrate what it looks like to do a shot from way above the food, right up and over. This is a really neat shot to use. I'm not doing it in this recipe, but we'll do it later. If you're over the stove and you're stirring something. We're turning the oven to 375. The first thing you'll want to do is make sure to give it a good wash all over. All right, so the first thing we're going to do with the eggplant is simply cut it in half like a hot dog bun. Break it open and notice all the little seeds. And now we'll pour the olive oil all over generously and just with our fingers rub it lightly. So season with salt and pepper. Beautiful. And then place face down on a piece of parchment paper so that you don't even have to grease your cookie sheet. Now our eggplant's ready to go in the oven, and this may take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes depending on the size of your eggplant. So this garlic is beautiful. Look at that. Have you ever, usually garlic has got like that paper thin, crispy paper. This is so fresh. Most of you will want to use a garlic press, but because we're in Gina's kitchen, I'm going to show you what my grandmother always used to do. Somehow it brought out the juices better. So cut off the ends, take a big knife like this, and closer to the end, not up here, closer to the end where it's wider. Take this part of your hand and bam, down, bam, again. At least twice, maybe a third. Sometimes little shots will fly out. Now the secret is you salt it up. But if you can really see close up, it's glistening. It's letting out all those beautiful, beautiful juices. Somehow it's not the same if you just chop garlic. But a good garlic press will get all the juices out too. Look at how it's liquidy like that. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Oh, you should just smell it. Fantastico. All right, so you'll want, depending again on the size of your eggplant, 1 or 2 cloves of garlic. Don't worry about that salt. You would use that salt anyway to season your babaghanoush at the end. So what we will be doing with this garlic is when our eggplant comes out and we scoop out all that cooked, beautiful eggplant, we're gonna mix garlic along with our lemon, tahini paste, and a little bit of water and some more oil. salt and pepper. Get your crackers and chips ready. It's gonna be delish. Here's all the juice. Beautiful. Look at that. That should be just... It's time to take the eggplant out. And look at that. It's glistening and the skin is shriveled up. So we flip it over, poke your fork into it. You can see the steam coming out. And if it's soft everywhere, then you know it's ready. Look at that beautiful golden, golden, golden brown. We begin to take out the flesh from the eggplant and put it into some kind of a mixing bowl that you would like, whether it's a blender or even just a bowl, and you can transfer later. If there's a lot of seeds, you may want to get rid of some of them and just leave them in a pile with the skin. Some people like to get rid of them and some don't. It doesn't matter. It's all good. We're now going to begin by adding some tahini. Now, tahini is just ground sesame paste, and if you don't stir it, it tends to have a layer of oil on top. But if you do stir it up in your jar before you put it in, then it will have the consistency somewhat of peanut butter. So we're putting in, for one eggplant right now, about 2 tablespoons of tahini. We're now going to add the garlic. Next, we're going to pour in just a little bit of lemon juice, because I would say possibly maximum 1 tablespoon, because we don't want it to become too liquidy. And then a tad of olive oil, another maybe tablespoonful, and then salt and pepper. And a generous amount. We can always add more later. Pepper. Beautiful. Look at that, glistening with the olive oil. And now we're going to just grind it up and give us ourselves a taste test. Oh, that's a very nice consistency. Freddie's going to have a little taste.
It tastes good.
Do you think it needs...
we need more lemon.
Okay, so...
And maybe some salt.
The chef has decided we need a bit more salt and a bit more lemon. Just make sure when you are taste testing that you use different forks and... Oh, the camera person. Oh, wow. That is fantastic.
A little bit
Oh
more.
my gosh, just a bitch of lemon, just a tad.
It's pretty good.
It really doesn't need much more. And that's the thing, just always keep tasting your food, keep loving your food, and here we go, mix it up with garlic. And another final taste. And what would you say?
Perfecto.
So we're going to put it in a bowl. It's still warm. And we're going to slightly drizzle with just a touch of olive oil. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we're going to use a little bit of smoked paprika. You can also use sweet paprika. It's up to you what kind of a taste you want. Just a little bit to add a little color is really pretty. Perfect. And then finally, to top it off, something green just to finish it off. And if you really want a bit more salt and pepper, you decide, because you're the one that tasted it and you know what to do. Remember, the crackers also are a little bit salty. So let's dig in, and buon appetito.